We're backstage at Reading, apparently in Dolly Parton's Super Deluxe Winnebago. The Manics have joined me, well Nicky and James have from the band. Let's get the obvious question out of the way first of all. What's happened with Richie? I mean, what's the situation at the moment?
He's improving. That's about it, He was in a pretty bad way, and he's improved since he reached the zenith of shitness. He's got a little bit better. We've known each other for so long, we've all got our sort of idiosyncrasies. And, it reached a point where Richie's just became massively overblown, His mutilation, his drinking, his lack of food, and it's just reached a peak of, like I said, ugliness, really. And I think we both realised himself, us, and perhaps his parents as well, realised that something had to be done.
Just went past the point where didn't even seem like he was trying to perpetuate some kind of self-myth, because it went past there, so when somebody stops, rationalising their kind of self-abuse, then that's when it goes wrong, I suppose.
When someone phones you up at 5 in the morning, 5 times a week, saying, "Is General Kurtz telling the truth in Apocalypse Now?" then I think you realise that something's going wrong. Well, the thing is, as people and as a band, we're probably more open, and friends and all the rest of it, and all that crap, American-style talking, than any other band, We've done nothing else but talk for like 5 years constantly, so we all know each other's faults and problems. It's just that sometimes you can't do anything about them. It needs to reach a peak for something to be done, really. I think what made us question is the vast amount of vanity, in music and in the music industry itself.
In what way?
Just, you realise that everybody's got such a large degree of self-importance. You come here today and you witness that, and it just sucks. And it's just, I think Richie had a massive kind of negative vanity in that he was so obsessed with himself that he completely damaged himself, and it's just vanity, really. I think we realised that we've got to do something about it as being in a band.
Was this an ongoing thing during the recording of the album, James? I mean, was this sort of something that was evolving then?
To be honest, not really, because it really was a very sharp intake of breath in terms of like when he finally went off the deep end, because we played Glastonbury and he really, really enjoyed himself, kind of thing. But I just think, the thing is we've always been quite a nihilistic band in terms of not believing in anything, but we've always been the kind of band that really wants to try and believe in something. So I think it's just really accumulative, and any kind of signs are not that hard to read are very hard to read when it's been an ongoing situation for 4 years.
It's just like you look back on our career, and the first song we wrote was Suicide Alley. The cover version we did was Suicide is Painless. And a song called Spectators of Suicide. The first Sounds cover we had, Richie had a shirt saying "Kill Yourself." And you think we all did that sort of thing, and you think it bypasses you, but perhaps these things build up more than you think. So that's the only way I can explain it, really.
When I was recording, doing the album, I was singing a lot of the lyrics. Basically on the album, there really are only, I think, 2 songs that are quite personal, and the rest are from a different perspective.
4 times £7.
Probably 3 to 2 songs that are quite personal, but that leaves another 11 songs that are written from other people's perspectives or about other events. So that's always been the case for us, to be honest. That kind of ratio of personal songs and songs that are not particularly in the first person, and it's because perhaps I was just corny enough to think that the album was some kind of catharsis or something, but obviously wasn't.
What does this album say about, where the Manics are at now then? I mean, as far as you're concerned?
Just trying to reject, a lot of the things we've done over the last 2 years, really, or come to terms with them at least.
So what's going to happen today? Is it a stripped down version of the Manics, just you 3?
You'll probably like us for the first time out today.
Because you're a 3-piece.
Shitty little mud trio.
Since filming this interview at Reading, the Beat have been told that Richie has come out of hospital and will be joining the rest of the band for their UK tour, which kicks off at the beginning of October. Hailing from Philadelphia.